Tone, I got this hilarious ass story to tell you guys, man. You know, he can't do story time because nothing ever goes good in his life. It's not exciting. That's what happens with lazy people. Lazy people never have good stories. Me, I always have the fucking funniest, best fucking stories, man. Some of them I can't talk about, but this one I'm gonna fucking talk about. So, as I was saying, on Saturday, I went to my son's football game. I got there dumbass early for no fucking reason. And I was the first one there. And then so finally the fucking people show up. So, no, I'm talking about how Saturday I went to the football game. I got to tell you this quick story real quick. You made it just in time so you can hear it too. So so the people finally show up and I start helping. We unload the truck and everything. And then I get the barbecue set up and stuff, and we start barbecuing some fucking hot dogs and some links, some hamburgers, right? And I'm working with this black dude. He was hella cool, and he was like he was black though, like dark.
Oh, they meant like
he was like dark, you know what I mean? And then so fucking this lady comes up. She's like light skinned. You know what I mean? Like
light skin black or like just light skin?
Like light skin black. Like, you know, it's like she was like like how Nicki Minaj is now, and he was like Lil Boosie.
Oh God.
You know what I mean?
That's black as fuck.
So yeah. So she's like hella light skin, she's like caramel, and he's like as black as the microphone. And fucking she comes up, she's like, can I put a special request in on a hot link? And we're like, okay. She's like, I want it burnt. Like, not burnt though. She's like, I want it darker than me, but lighter than you. Right? So, right? So he's like looking at her. She's like, what the fuck, bitch? Right? And she's like, you feel what I'm saying? Lighter than you, darker than me. That's how I want it. Can you do that for me? And she walks away. And he looked at me. He's like, man, did this bitch just call me a burnt hot link? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So then I'm on the grill. I'm like, this one's a little lighter than you.
That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good.
It's hilarious, bro.
That's probably the best story time I've ever heard from you yet.
Well, because you don't ever hear the story time. You're always gone.
Well, I like the racial ones. I like racial jokes. You know what? All right, so you ever...
Well, if you weren't so lazy... No, see, look, you have to go to Google to look up jokes. This is my life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I do, because they're funny. All right, like...
No, we're not...
How many...
We're not doing this. I was just telling a story.
Yeah, I know. Now the story...
This is a life story.
Now the story is turned into a joke. How many cops does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
None, because they're too busy beating up the dark room. Where's my drum roll?
Oh, yeah? How do you fit 4 gay guys on one bar stool?
How?
Flip it over.
Hey, what's worse than ants in your pants?
What?
Uncles.
Hey, why do gay guys have mustaches?
Why?
To hide their stretch marks.
Alright, I'm done. Alright. It took me a very split second to fucking get that one. Oh my god, that was good.
You're like, wait, what? Oh! Stretch marks!
That was a good one. Oh,
all right,
man.
that was joke time with Stickz and Tone.
That. We gotta. All right, I think we gotta start doing that, man.
Oh man, these jokes all come from my life though. You know what I mean?
Shit ain't no joke.
Man, I my life is a joke. Fuck. I'm constantly fucking laughing, man. Yesterday, man, my jaw hurts from fucking laughing so much yesterday, man. My insides hurt. I was fucking rolling with OG all day. You know him. He's just constantly had me rolling. It's a comedy show. I should have just fucking recorded him all goddamn day, man. But, this is another true story. So we're fucking at the party yesterday, right? And fucking OG's on one. You know what I mean? And fucking there was like some fucking I don't know if she was a singer or, you know, an old lady. or whatever. She's sitting there, and fucking oh, so now I'm thinking of another story. There was just so many from yesterday, but this one's hilarious. So we're sitting in the back. We're in the VIP. We're in the green room with everybody, right? I was just sitting there. We're all drinking. We're all smoking, just getting fucking high as fuck. This lady's sitting down, and OG's like making like a hit towards her, kind of, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But then OG's just so fucked up and rambles. And Andrea's sitting right there in front of him, right?
Should we be talking about this?
No, listen, this is hilarious. And so he was like, because I just got up out of my seat, and so then she sat down, but I wasn't finna to sit down again. You know, I was busy. So he's like, oh, you can't sit there. You can't sit there. She's like, what? He's like, I got a special thing. I press this button. It's gonna go straight in your ass. I'm gonna put it in your ass. I'm gonna put it in your ass.
Oh, shit.
Fucking, she's like, what? And he gets up. He said, you see this thing? He takes out his car clicker, right? He's like, I got a special button. I'm gonna put it in your ass. Bitch is like looking out like
The fuck? Oh my god.
she was looking at him like she was kind of ready for him to put it in her ass, though.
That's what's up.
The other time, fucking, we're getting ready to leave, and fucking, I'm standing there. We're all standing there, and there's this fucking a couple chicks that walk by, and fucking, OG looks, and he's standing right in front of Andrea too. He looks over. God damn! Look at that one. That's tasty.
Oh shit.
Oh, then he tells me the story yesterday of how they met, how him and Andrea got together. I don't know why I asked him that. It's another hilarious story, real quick. So I said, "Hey man, how did you guys meet?" And he was like, he said something about pimping. And I was like, man, you don't know first thing about being a pimp. He was like, fuck that. I used to be a pimp, man. They used to call me Charlie Mack, man. It's a true story. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, man. So I was like, he was like, matter of fact, that's how me and Andrea met. He was like, I was at the bar, and I was showing these bitches a naked picture of myself, and all these bitches, they were getting off, and they was loving it. I showed it to Andrea. I never knew her. I never met her. I showed her my dick. And she was like, get the fuck out of here, nigger. And he was like, and so he said, so I slapped her. I just slapped her. I fucking walk away. And so she started crying. Will somebody whoop his ass? And he stood there. And he's like, I stood there. And I looked. And I yelled it. I said, if anybody want to try and take me, let's go. If not, I gotta get to going. And so he's like, no takers. And she's like, somebody hit him. And, right? And so he walk out, he just get on his bike, and he ride off in the sunset. He said, man, so that's how we met. That's how I got her. I slapped her and she fell in love. They call me Charlie Mack. And I'm like, what? He's like, it's a true story, man. It's a true story. Ask her about it. Because I'm riding in a separate car. It's just me and him, and then Andrea and Danae and Mark, they was in another car. So he's like, ask her, right? So fucking, we go to the thing. We're sitting outside for an hour. We just whatever. So when we go inside, and then he goes, did you ask her? I'm like, ask her what? He's like, about how we met. I'm like, no, I didn't fucking ask her that. And then so he's like, Dre, tell him the story. Tell him about Charlie Mack and how I slapped you. and then so Danae's like, what? And I started laughing. I tell her, I was like, oh yeah, she was telling me that's how she fell in love. He slapped her. And then so we sit at dinner and he tells the story all over again.
What'd she say?
She's like, it's a true story.
Oh my god.
She was like, he is not lying. It 100% happened.
Oh my god.